What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have been doing well. Gonna do an updated library tour for you guys today. It's been a while since I posted, so this place has changed quite a bit. Sold off a little bit of the collection last year or so, but you know how this hobby is. You keep finding new things, to get interested in. Books keep piling up. Next thing you know, you've got a problem, right? So this is my curated collection of graphic novels, soft covers, hardcovers, single issues, magazines, a little bit of manga too. So stay tuned. All right, so this is what the place currently looks like. I'm not crazy about my shelving. It looks a little Frankenstein put together, but for now, it is what it is. Eventually, I'd like to get some IKEA shelves in here, stack things to the ceiling as high as possible, whether I'm in this space or another space. Up here on the wall, I've got some of my favorite heavy metal magazine covers. Got a Spawn figure here in the center. Be a nice area for a statue. Just a few more heavy metal magazines. As for books on the shelf, I try to sort by publisher as much as possible. On the first shelf, we have IDW, Titan Comics, Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Fantagraphics. Second shelf, Magnetic Press, Image Comics, softcover Marvel and Independent. Third shelf is entirely Dark Horse Comics. Fourth shelf is 2000 AD, DC Vertigo, some manga, some PS art books. Fourth area here, we have Humanoids and my single issues. For the first shelf, we're going to be starting off IDW. We've got Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein Alive Alive, Bernie Wrightson's The Monstrous Collection, Rick Veitch's The One. We've got some chilling archives of horror. These are creator-centric pre-code horror. So the first one was Tom Sutton. That's a Jack Cole. This one is from Don Heck. We've got TMNT, the Ultimate Collections, 1 through 5. Recently got rid of my compendiums. These are more selective of the Eastman and Laird material, whereas the compendiums had a lot of filler issues I didn't really like. Next, we have Conan the Barbarian Omnibus, volumes 1 through 4. This is strictly the Roy Thomas material. I'm going to be going through volumes 5 through 10 this year at some point. Decide if I like those as well. Next, we have The Savage Sword of Conan. This is a new Titan series. Not crazy about this series. I find some issues I like, some issues I don't. Next, we have Snowpiercer, a post-apocalyptic story taking place on a train. Not too bad. Then we've got some Jodorowsky books here. We've got Showman Killer, Royal Blood. I've got more of his stuff when we get to the Humanoids section. After that, we have some Philippe Drouet. We've got Lone Sloan. Got more of his material next to it here. Lone Sloan Chaos, Buzz, The Knight, and the Mad. Marvel Comics Omnibus, we've got Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch, Incredible Hulk, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby stuff, John Byrne's Fantastic Four, currently reading that at the moment. Punisher Max, Jason Aaron, Steve Dillon, it's a good one. The Spider-Man, Todd McFarlane. Got the Silver Surfer Omnibus, the Silver Surfer, The Enslavers hardcover, Masters of Suspense, volumes 1 and 2, Jonah Hex, Weird Western Tales, Gotham Central, Ed Brubaker, it's a good one. Scalped by Jason Aaron. Got Swamp Thing here by Nancy Collins, the New 52 Swamp Thing, Alan Moore's Absolute Swamp Thing 1 through 3. Moving on to Fantagraphics, we have the Al Williamson Artist Edition, followed by the Eternaut, followed by Barry Windsor Smith's Monsters. Next to that, The Complete Web of Horror, Bernie Wrightson, the late Ed Pisker's Red Room, the Usagi Yojimbo box set. I plan on getting more of those artist editions and horror books from Fantagraphics this month. Moving along to the second shelf, we have Hunchback, Dracula, and Frankenstein. These are all done by George Best. Excellent adaptations of the original works. Then we have The Collected Topy here, volumes 1 through 12. Great books. These are hard to get right now. Pretty much all out of print. Highly recommend. Next up, after that, we have Spawn. Not going to touch those, they're way too heavy. Echo Lands. Ice Cream Man Deluxe Volumes 1 and 2. Then we got some Marvel Essentials here. We've got The Tomb of Dracula, Volumes 1 through 4. Werewolf by Night. Man Thing 1 and 2. The Rampaging Hulk. Great series. It's the Hulk magazine. Moon Knight, Volumes 1 and 2. She-Hulk. I'm not sure I'm going to keep these. Still have to read the Moon Knight and the She-Hulk. Then we've got everyone's favorite. We've got the Epic Collection line. Incredible Hulk. We've got The Curing of Dr. Banner. Got Killer Be Killed. This is some Todd McFarlane Hulk right now. Silver Surfer. More Silver Surfer down here. Got a couple Daredevil. I missed out on that Frank Miller Daredevil Volume 1. Man, that thing went out of print within like 6 months. But I have been, luckily my local library has that run as well. Got some Amazing Spider-Man, a shit ton. Sold off the omnibus. So I decided to stick with the Epic Collection line just because they're more comfortable. But I'm not entirely happy with the Epic Collections either because I find the ink kind of rubs off on your fingers. If you're reading, you have to be very careful not to touch any of the panels in the books. Need a few more left in the Amazing Spider-Man run. Got a Fantastic Four Volume 1. Sold off the Fantastic Four Omnibus as well. Punisher. Circle of Blood. Wolverine. Frank Miller. Chris Claremont. Weapon X. Beautiful. Old Man Logan. Got Miracle Man by Alan Moore there. Punisher. Another Circle of Blood collection. Punisher. Welcome Back Frank. Punisher Warzone. Punisher Return to Big Nothing graphic novels. Some Bernie Wrightson Punisher Purgatory. It's not too good actually. Got some Punisher by Garth Ennis here. The Punisher Max. Punisher by Rick Remender, first volume. Didn't care for the rest really. Suicide Run there. Ghost Rider Daniel Way. Not a lot of people talk about that one. It's a good run. Ghost Rider by Ben Percy. It's a good run as well. Catch. We got the Hulk the End, one of the greatest Hulk stories ever told, followed by some Maestro trades. Got some Daredevil as well, Born Again. Man Without Fear. Hell yeah. And we got Daredevil Yellow. Spider-Man Blue. Got Hulk Gray. And we got, let's see here. Oh, we got a good one here. Silver Surfer. Ultimate Cosmic Experience. Then we got some independent books here. We got The Goon, volumes 1 through 5. Eric Powell, great read. Hillbilly by him as well. Okay, hear what happened to Ed Gein. Cross, the complete series. Zombie story. They want to eat you. They also want to have sex with you. It's pretty interesting. Fashion Beast, Alan Moore. Neonomicon, Alan Moore. We've got A Small Killing, Alan Moore. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Not bad adaptation there. Nottingham. Moving on to bookshelf number 3, we have the cream of the crop. We've got some EC stuff here. Shock Illustrated, Terror Illustrated, and Crime Illustrated. After that, we have some complete series here. Tales from the Crypt, The Vault of Horror, The Haunt of Fear. Yeah, they reprinted these a few years ago, so I was lucky to pick them up when I did. Weird Science. The coloring is not great, the modern colors, but don't feel like trying to find those box sets of older collections at the moment. Shock Suspense. Crime Suspense. Incredible Science Fiction. After that, we've got some creepy archives. We only have volumes 1 to 3 and volume 5 right now. After that, we have the creator-centric creepies. That's a Steve Ditko, Richard Corbin, Bernie Wrightson, and Alex Toth. After that, we've got some Richard Corbin hardcover collections. We have Den volumes 1 through 5. followed by Murky World, Dimwood, and The Last Voyage of Sinbad, Spirits of the Dead, and we've got some Jodorowsky stuff here. Next shelf, we have The Savage Sword of Conan magazine from the 70s. Not too bad. Starts off pretty strong with Roy Thomas writing. Spent the last 7 or 8 months actually just pretty much just reading Savage Sword. It has its ups and downs. You know, Michael Fleischer comes onto the book afterwards, Chuck Dixon, and we've got John Byrne's Next Men, great series there. Harrow County Omnibus, Volumes 1 and 2. Frank Miller's Hard Boiled. Next shelf, we have the complete Lone Wolf and Cub Omnibus and Samurai Executioner Omnibus, City of Others. So we've gone through about 50 to 60% through the collection at the moment. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do a part 2. Not something I wanted to do, but it's just the way it is. What we have left is 2000 AD, some DC Vertigo, some manga, some very important pre-code horror, PS art books I want to show you guys, some European stuff from Humanoids, artists like Jodorowsky and Juan Gimenez, whole bunch of single issues, got tons of Punisher, tons of Jonah Hex, some heavy metal and other magazines as well. So I hope you enjoyed yourself so far and hope to see you next time.